Dear DSA students, we are so excited to be on this journey with you, and we want to say a big well done for your commitment and enthusiasm so far. Whether you have just joined or you have been learning with us over the past few weeks, we see your progress and we are rooting for you all the way. Now, we know there's been a bit of silence around the learning management system, and we sincerely apologize for that. But here's the good news. We have an update as regards the learning management system, and it is one you'll love. Some of you may have been onboarded on the previous LMS, but want to ask that you kindly disregard any previous link, platform, or communication concerning that old system. We are officially switching to a new platform that you may be familiar with, Canvas by Instructure. For those new to Canvas, don't worry. A video tutorial will be uploaded to guide you step by step on how to use the platform effectively on our YouTube channel. You will also receive an onboarding email directly from Canvas by Instructure to help you get started. Please follow the instructions in the email and input your details to begin your learning journey on the platform. We are committed to making sure your learning experience is smooth, interactive, and impactful. So please, pay close attention to the announcements coming right after this video for more details. We are so glad to have you with us. Keep going, we've got this. Dear DSA students, we are so excited to be on this journey with you, and we want to say a big well done for your commitment and enthusiasm so far. Whether you have just joined or you have been learning with us over the past few weeks, we see your progress and we are rooting for you all the way. Now, we know there's been a bit of silence around the learning management system, and we sincerely apologize for that. But here's the good news. We have an update as regards the learning management system, and it is one you'll love. Some of you may have been onboarded on the previous LMS, but want to ask that you kindly disregard any previous link, platform, or communication concerning that old system. We are officially switching to a new platform that you may be familiar with, Canvas by Instructure. For those new to Canvas, don't worry. A video tutorial will be uploaded to guide you step by step on how to use the platform effectively on our YouTube channel. You will also receive an onboarding email directly from Canvas by Instructure to help you get started. Please follow the instructions in the email and input your details to begin your learning journey on the platform. We are committed to making sure your learning experience is smooth, interactive, and impactful. So please, pay close attention to the announcements coming right after this video for more details. We are so glad to have you with us. Keep going, we've got this. Dear DSA students, we are so excited to be on this journey with you, and we want to say a big well done for your commitment and enthusiasm so far. Whether you have just joined or you have been learning with us over the past few weeks, we see your progress and we are rooting for you all the way. Now, we know there's been a bit of silence around the learning management system, and we sincerely apologize for that. But here's the good news. We have an update as regards the learning management system, and it is one you'll love. Some of you may have been onboarded on the previous LMS, but want to ask that you kindly disregard any previous link, platform, or communication concerning that old system. We are officially switching to a new platform that you may be familiar with, Canvas by Instructure. For those new to Canvas, don't worry. A video tutorial will be uploaded to guide you step by step on how to use the platform effectively on our YouTube.
I trust you are good. Let me know if you are with me. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this lecture. I'm just going to read comments. Okay, so welcome to this lecture. We still have a lot to go when it comes to email marketing and email copywriting. Um, Today and Thursday, we'll be looking at the do's and don'ts of email marketing. We'll also be looking at, I think we've covered a lot in our last class, that was yesterday, but we need to look at like how to write effective copies as an email marketer, because I'll be explaining some things to you today. We'll be going through the types of emails, how to differentiate type of like different types of emails, so you know the differences between those types of emails. We're looking at campaign basics, like so defining what campaign is, how to set up a campaign, email marketing campaign, and things like that. So we'll go right into it. So welcome to this class. So writing captivating email copy, writing captivating email copy. If anybody needs to be here and they're your friend, just contact them. They should be in the class by now. And I'll start this by saying that there are three key priorities for an email copywriter or an email marketer. Again, anytime you see copywriter, you can just switch it to the marketer, because precisely they are similar in a way, right? So there are three priorities of an email marketer or an email marketing specialist. Number one, you want to get your emails delivered. Number one is to get your emails delivered. That's your number one priority. In maybe in our next class or this class, we'll talk about this deliverability, like what makes an email get delivered and everything. We'll touch on that, right? And then we'll touch on it as part of the do's and don'ts of email copywriting. And then your number two priority is getting your emails opened, right? And then number three is making sure they are read. Okay, so ensuring that they are read. So, but before we go into that, we'll look at different types of emails. Different types of emails. Number one, they are what we call newsletters. How many of you have heard about newsletters before? You have read a newsletter, right? So most times you will see most companies say, um, sign up for our newsletter. So newsletters are usually recurring emails sent to subscribers on a regular basis. So the newsletters can be like monthly, or we send weekly newsletters, and they are usually elaborate. They are updates, they contain news, they contain valuable content related to a specific topic or industry. So they are mainly like elaborate. They are not meant to sell anything. There can be some sales in the middle, but they are not deliberately meant to sell anything, right? So they are updates. So it can contain updates, new things that are doing in the company, um, new updates in the app, some news, some new gist, what's going on, new job posting, things like that. Usually contained in the newsletter. And the idea of a newsletter is that we have something that we're sending to them on a weekly basis. Either on a weekly basis, it can be on a monthly basis, and it's regular, like it's consistent. So when we start sending on Monday by 8 a.m., so every Monday, 8 a.m., we know we are sending a newsletter out. Or if it's every Sunday, we know we are sending a newsletter out. And what does this newsletter do? Like, what does it do, right? So it's because it's outside the regular email marketing campaign that it's not meant to sell. There's no ad sell normally in newsletter, right? So what it's meant to do is meant to build rapport. It's meant to build trust. It's meant to build some engagements, right? So that's usually the goal. So it's meant to inform, engage, and connect with the brand, make the subscribers connect with the brand or organization. So that's very important. Then we have promotional emails. Promotional emails or promotional sequence. So what promotional emails are basically emails designed to promote and market products or services or special offers. Right. So when they are writing an email purposely for the purpose of promoting something, it's called a promotional email. Or let's say you want to launch a new product now to your subscribers, and your bosses come up with a promotional campaign you should understand what a promotional campaign is. So you need to ask, what is the product? What product are we selling? What is the call to action? And then you can come up with a promotional campaign. Those are promotional emails for that particular product, right? So it's used for to design to promote and market product, services, or special offers. They typically include sales announcements, discounts, new product launches, or exclusive deals, right? So the purpose of promotional emails is to generate interest, drive conversions, and increase sales. So here's an example. Um, Yes, so strictly promotional, 20% flash sales, and things like that, right? And then we have welcome emails or welcome sequence. And as the name implied, welcome emails are the first emails sent to subscribers or customers after they join an email list or make a purchase, right? So they serve as a friendly introduction, express gratitude for joining, and provide relevant information about brand, its products or services. Welcome emails aim to create positive positive first impression and start building a relationship with the recipient. So just like just like how real life works, if you are if you meet somebody for the first time, what you firstly want to do is to build some kind of rapport to them. Um, you want to build some trust to them, right? So, and that's what welcome emails is for. Is to introduce them to the brand, right? Give them some information, um, probably give them some free gifts just to show that you are really interested in knowing about their business, ask questions. So these are what welcome emails is. And then take marketing, take the whole of marketing like you want to date somebody. I think I've given this analogy before. Like you want to date somebody or you want to marry somebody, right? You want to seek somebody's hand in marriage. What you do is not you don't just go to a strange person and start telling them and kneel down and say, you marry me. You don't do that. You move closer to them. You want to know what they like. You want to know what they hate, and then you do what they like and don't do what they don't like, and then you show concerns, you show care, you show that you love them, and before you know, they start reciprocating that back. I'm talking if you're a male now, right? So they start reciprocating with that back. And before you know, you guys start getting closer. Now they trust you, you trust them. You're going out on dates, you're doing things together, you're praying together and doing all those things together. And finally, you can now ask when you have gotten to the stage that you know, okay, now this person really loves me and they like me. Then now you can now ask the question, will you marry me? And then they should be willing to say yes. Right. So, but before you even ask, you already know that it's like with some reasonable, reasonable amount of like assurance that this person will say yes. And that's how marketing is. Marketing is science. It's not everything about marketing is not art, it's science. You need to study human psychology, you need to know their psychology, and then ask questions, be interested in them, want to engage with them. And that's why the welcome email is important. And yesterday I was telling you that for some of my clients, we used to have like 14 days welcome series, welcome sequences, just to ensure that for 14 days, straight 14 days, we are sending emails to them, asking them questions, telling them to reply, finding out their pain points and things like that, giving them free gifts just to introduce them to the brand, get that get them to know and then like us, because there's a thin line between know and like, right? You as a marketer, you can stop at people knowing you, but like is more powerful, right? So if you are to, let's say you are to refer somebody now, let's say you are to refer two people, and then you know somebody that is very very good, right? You know somebody that is very, very good. And then you know another person, maybe that person is your friend, you like that person, you know, and they you like that person. And then they are doing the same thing, but this person that you know is more is like is better than that your friend that you like, right? But if somebody comes to you and asks you that, can you refer somebody to me? Which who would you rather refer? Is it the person that you know that is very, very good, or the person that you know and like that it's not like it's bad, but it's average, right? But you like the person is your friend. Who do you think you refer? You will most likely refer the person that you like, right? Even if the person is not as good as the person that you do. So the aim of marketing is to get people to know us, right? And then when they know us, they should like us, right? So the from the point of them filling in their emails and they are dropping their names, that's the know part. Now they know us, right? Now we are on the radar, but we can be easily forgotten if they don't. We can be easily forgotten if they don't like us. So that's very very important to note, right? So the goal is for there are actually three stages there: to know you, to like you, and then trust you. Because there's another layer to it. You can have a friend that you like, but you can have another friend that you trust. If there's a time for you to choose, if there ever comes a time for you to choose between the friend that you like and the friend that you trust, you will probably choose the friend that you trust over the friend that you like, right? So the overall goal is for them to know you, to like you, and then to trust you. And the faster you can do that, the better it is for you. So that's what welcome emails are for: people to really start liking us, start trusting us, um, giving a lot of free gifts so that they can trust us, they can like us, and they can finally purchase from us. That's very, very important. And then we have educational emails. So what are educational emails? Educational emails show your expertise. So they are mainly content-based emails that aim to provide valuable information, insights, tips, or tutorials to recipients. So these emails are typically used establish establish thought leadership, educate the audience about specific topics, or offer guidance on how to solve a problem or achieve a goal. So educational emails are practically authority-based emails. They are emails to show your expertise in a particular field. They are emails that you send to people that teaches them something they don't know before, or something they are not aware of before, shows them another version of you, right? It shows them that no, like you know what you are doing, like you're an expert in this thing, right? So that's what educational emails are. So it's more content based. It's not to promote. We just want to show that we are expert in this. We want to show that we are good at this and why they can trust us. Right. And then we have unsubscribe emails or unsubscribe sequence. All right. So unsubscribe sequence are email sent when a recipient chooses to opt out or unsubscribe from receiving further emails from a particular sender. So these emails confirm the unsubscribe request and often include a brief message expressing regrets about the decision, along with an assurance that the unsubscribe or that the unsubscribe process has been completed. Right. So when you have an email list, there's bound to be people who unsubscribe, right? So most times some people are dumb scrolling sometimes, and it's very very possible that they have subscribed to your email and they don't even know when they've forgotten, like in the next 5 minutes they've forgotten. And then when they see emails from you and it's not telling you to what they would usually like or what they would want to see, they will they will opt out, they will subscribe, right? So it's wise to have um it's wise to have an email that gives notification of oh, you are going, why are you going, is there any problem, right? um can we can we put you in another segment that will benefit you more, things like that, right? So these are emails that are just sent to say to lower your unsubscribe rate. And this is why again email marketing is better than social media, because in social media somebody can just follow you, unfollow you, and you will not even know, right? So somebody can just follow you, unfollow you, and you will not even know. But with emails, if when somebody unsubscribe, you can set that email to just send to that person. Right. And then we have abandoned carts emails. I love this so much when it comes to sales, right? Because a lot of people, like I said, the the way people make decisions these days, it's I don't know, it's kind of, people are very 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 skeptical. People are very very skeptical. So it's very possible for someone to go to a page. They're already at the checkout page, and if you don't know what the checkout page is just a payments page, right? So when somebody gets to the payments page, that's what they call a checkout page, right? So that's an online thing. So people can get to the checkout page and not complete their checkout. Maybe because maybe they thought about another thing, or somebody says something to them, and then um, they are off, right? They they are off, and they don't buy again. But what an abandoned cart email does is just to remind them and say, hey, you have forgotten something. Do you still want to buy? Are you still interested? We can give you a discount. Like, why are you not making your decision? So it's like it's like you're stalking them, and you really want them to make that decision. So normally you don't want them to stop at checkout, but more often than not, people do that and stop at checkout. So you must have some abandoned cart emails, and also sequence, call them sequence. So abandoned cart sequence are sent that gets triggered when somebody sign up to they get to your checkout and they are not buying. So an abandoned cart email is triggered, right? So it's an abandoned cart email is being triggered, sends them a message and tells them to buy. So an abandoned cart email is triggered when a customer adds item to their online shopping cart but fails to complete the purchase, right? So these emails aim to remind customers of the items left behind, right? Provide incentives such as discounts or free shipping, and encourage them to return and finalize their purchase. So very, very important in sales. And then we have post-purchase emails. We have post-purchase emails. So post-purchase emails are just typically emails that are sent after a customer has made a purchase. The emails that are sent after a customer has made a purchase. And these emails typically include order, order confirmations, shipping notification, post-purchase information. They may also include requests for product reviews, cross sells or cross-sell or upsell suggestions. We'll look at what cross-sells and upsell means. I think we've touched a little about that, but we'll look at this in total. And then opportunity to join loyalty programs or refer friends. How many of you have bought something on Jumia and then you get an email and they're like track your shipping or something like that, and then when you get it, they send another email. So this is what we call, like, it's part of CRM, customer relations. Like, so it's very, very important that this is set in place, right? Because when somebody buys, if somebody buys something from you, it's very, very easy for them to buy another thing from you again. Your best buyers are your existing buyers. Like, so that's business. Somebody buys something for you, very easy for them to buy something from you again. So it's very, very important to keep on, like, to keep up that relationship, like to keep sending those emails and keep up that relationship. And that's why the post purchase emails are there. There's one client that I worked with that once they purchase, we send post purchase emails, like 5 days emails, telling them how to use their products, and then we send videos to them, videos demonstrating, showing them the inside of the software and everything. So we're just like, it's a way to say thank you, and then you bought from us, and we're not just abandoning you, right? So it works really well and helps to build trust with the customer, because a customer treated well is a customer that refers other people or and buys again, right? I don't know if you have ever bought something from an online site or bought something from somewhere and you were treated poorly, and you're like, I'm never going to buy again anything from them again, or I'm never going to refer anybody to them again. That's just how it works. When you treat your customer poorly, you risk them not bringing people or not buying from you again, and your best buyers are your existing buyers. So that's very, very important, right? And then we have onboarding emails, right? So onboarding emails are emails that are emails or series of emails sent to new customers or users to guide them through their initial stage of their journey with a product or service, right? So these emails provide instruction, tips, resources to help users get started, maximize the value of their purchase, and become familiar with the key features and functionalities. Now, the difference between a post-purchase email and an onboarding email is that a post-purchase email can just be like a thank you note, right? Or it can even be an upsell, or it can be a cross-sell. So what I mean by upsell, which I'm going to look further, is that somebody buys something from you, you can sell them another product at a higher price. Then downsell is that somebody buys something from you, you can sell them another product at a lower price. And you've done economics and things like that in second, they taught you supplementary goods, complementary goods, things like that. We'll look at that into more details. And then cross sell is just selling like something on the same level with what you just sold, right? Yeah. So these emails will provide, but onboarding emails, what onboarding emails tend to do is to give you more information about what you just bought, and then to welcome you in, ensure that you are properly, like you have everything that you need to use that product to the best fit. Right? So that's what onboarding emails are. Then cross sells and upsells. So cross sells and upsells aim to promote additional products or upgrades to existing customers. Cross sell emails suggest related or complementary products that may be of interest, while upsell emails promote higher tier versions or enhanced features of the product or service that the customer has already purchased, right? So why this is important is because again, your buyers are the best buyers. Your existing buyers are already your best buyers, right? And then we have re-engagement emails. The re-engagement emails are sent. Re-engagement emails are sent to inactive subscribers or customers who have not engaged with previous emails or made a purchase for a while. So these emails aim to connect with the audience, remind them of the brand's value, and encourage them to engage, such as visiting the website, updating their preference, or making a new purchase. Now, this re-engagement email is important and is very, very good when you have a lot of people who are not reading your email, right? So normally when I start working on people's email list, I want to see, like, we will run a test and see how many people are active, especially if that email has not been active for a while. If it has not been active for a while, we run an engagement campaign. And what's the engagement campaign is just reintroducing my clients to their list, telling them what we do. If there's a new direction, we tell them what that new direction is, give them some content, give them some um, give them some free tools to help them and things like that. So what we practically do is just to engage them, and then we send some emails that says, hey, like for example, if we are sending emails and we see that some particular people are not reading those emails, we can send emails and say something like, hey, we see that you are not opening or reading our emails. You might be risking us deleting you from our database because we want people who are active on our email list. So things like that. So just to re-engage your audience, all right, tell them to perform a particular action so you know that you are with an active email list. A lot of people fall into like the vanity metrics, right? So they are happy with a lot of email. Like you see some people, they will say they have 10,000 email lists, like 10,000 people on their email list. And then when you send emails, less than 500 people will even open the emails, right? So what you are doing there is you're just wasting money, or you are just, so you have to engage your audience ensure that they are um, ensure that they are alive, right? Ensure that they know that you exist, and things like that. So that's why all of these sequences are even important, because that no factor is very, very important. That no factor is very important. Ensuring that you are top of mind is very, very important. And then we have seasonal and holiday emails, right? So seasonal holiday emails are emails, themed emails sent to coincide with specific holidays or events. So these emails leverage festive spirits, offer special promotions, introduce limited time products or collections, and create a sense of urgency and excitement. For some of us, I'm not sure. I received Happy Workers Day, some Happy Workers Day email from some of the brands that I follow, just offering me discounts. I think Founders Connect did that, so they offered discount for an event that they're hosting. Right, so these are just emails to also just stay top of mind, also to birthday emails, for example. Birthday emails are very, very important. Sending an happy birthday, sending an happy birthday to people during their birthdays. Very, very important, right? But you must have systems for that. Not all email service providers can do this. So you must find an email service provider that can do this, register people's birthday dates, and send them emails. Right? And then we have nurture emails. We have nurture emails. So during promotions, when you're promoting something, right? Not everybody will buy immediately. So not everybody will buy it immediately. Let's say you are running a promotion, you are running a discount promotion, or you are running a wait list, and then you already have a wait list, and then you promote something to them. Not everybody will buy immediately. Some buyer's journey or customer's journey takes a longer time. It takes a longer time to for them to convert into cash. But what you do is to put them are in your radar and really nurture them, right? Really nurture them, send them emails, nurturing emails. And emails are different from usual emails, because nurturing emails usually they talk about pain points and they talk about desires. So that's what nurturing emails. They are in form of like an educational form, but they are not educational per se, right? Because they are not really they give value, but they talk more about the pain points of your target audience. They talk more about what you are doing wrong, what you can do right, how products can help, right? So nurture emails are a series of emails designed to build and nurture relationships with prospects or leads over time. So these emails, they provide value, educational resources, um, personalized recommendations, and targeted offers to gradually guide leads through the buyer's journey and increase the chances of conversion. So that's what nurture emails are for. And then we'll go to email campaigns. But before that, do I have anybody? Do you have any questions? Any questions? Or do if you understand so far, just say good to go in the chat box. If you understand so far and you're getting value, just say good to go in the chat box. Prince, we treated that yesterday, so can't watch yesterday's class. Okay, I'm seeing so many good to go. That's good. No, you don't need to, Samson, you don't need to use all the emails in your niche. So you just, especially when you're just starting, it takes a whole community to do all of these sequences. Like you have to have copywriters who are really good, and then you have to have somebody who understands your email service provider very, very well. Like, so you see that sometimes even people are looking for jobs. People look for people who are professionals at maybe using active campaign, Cliveo, and things like that. Because it takes a lot to learn all of those things. So, but for a start, you can start with creating your welcome sequence. Like those are the basics. So you should have basic setups. For example, if you're an e-commerce store, you must have a welcome sequence. That's a no-brainer. Then if you are also you must have an abandoned cart, and you must have an abandoned cart, and you must have a post-purchase email, right? Post-purchase email is emails that are sent after they purchase something, thanking them and things like that. And that can also include onboarding emails. And then welcome sequences are emails that you send when somebody sign up to your or subscribes to your list. And then also promotional sequence. Promotional sequence can be infused in all of these emails. For example, in your welcome sequence, you can include some product purchase there, right? Can you include some subtle product purchase? But then promotional emails, you can pick a week in a month that you know that, okay, this week I'm just sending promotional emails, right? It's just promotional emails that I'm sending. And then every month, or also weekly, you can also weekly you can send like weekly newsletters or something like that. Someone asks how do one know people that have unsubscribed. If you go to your email service providers, you go to your email service provider, go to your analytics, and you can see who have unsubscribed. Mm. Clivio is not that simple, but yeah. Okay. So when we talk about sequence, we're just talking about something that is automated, or like a series of emails, right? So I'm not just talking about one email, right? So that's just different. What if someone subscribes to your list and that email gets filled? I mean, is it filed or filled? So once someone, let's say like you have 1,000 subscriber like limit, right? And then somebody still subscribes, you still have data of the person, but the email service provider will just send to that 1,000 people that you have access to until you increase your, and but they will tell you that you have more than 1,000 people on your list, but it's only this amount of people that you can send emails to. Right? So that's how you know that some people are not receiving your emails. So when somebody you will not know when somebody unsubscribes, right? I can unsubscribe anytime. But if you have set an email, like an unsubscribe email there, I'm answering Gloria's question now. If you have set up an unsubscribe email there, when somebody wants to unsubscribe, they are going to see your unsubscribe message, right? That tells them they shouldn't unsubscribe if they are this and this and this. All right, but how you basically know if somebody has unsubscribed is going to check your analytics. When you check your analytics, the analytics will show you people who have unsubscribed within a certain time and people who have joined your email list. Someone said, "What's email marketing platform is best for phone accessories and gadgets?" You have to go and find that out. Like you have to, uh, how you choose email marketing service provider is based on number one, your budget. Your budget is very very important. So how much can you afford? If I say active campaign is the best for phone accessories and gadgets now, do you have $99 that you can pay every month for active campaign? Right? So your budget is very, very important, and just look for a user-friendly email platform to start with, so you can start sending messages, and you can even explore some of these free email marketing platforms. There are so many. There are so many. If you go and search how many email marketing platforms are out there. There are so many, so we cannot even go into into all of that. Okay. As an email marketer, you have to write all the emails yourself. If you can pay someone to write the emails and you just coordinate, that's fine. But you must know how to write it, because so that somebody will not gonna write rubbish for you. So that's why it's important to learn all of these skills. Why it's important for you to learn copywriting is not because maybe it's you necessarily that have to do the copywriting, but you must understand what makes a copy good. You must understand what makes a copy good and what makes a copy bad, right? So that's very, very important, and that's why every business owner should learn this important skill. That's like the basic skill, right? Writing. Know how to write, know how to talk, know the basics of design. Like we taught UI UX. UI UX normally is not meant to be it's a design thing, right? It's a design thing, but you need to understand UI UX. Like you need to understand basics of designing so that when you hire a designer, you know exactly what you want, like, and you know when a designer has designed something that is bad, I know when a designer has designed something good. That's just important. It's just an important to know, right? And like I explained in some of our classes, the digital marketing is so broad. Some of you will still have to niche down and specialize in certain aspects. So, like we are teaching now, and you guys are learning, you can decide and say, okay, maybe I like the social media class. Me, I want to specialize as a social media marketer, and then just specialize as a social media marketing specialist, helping businesses gain more sales and gain more visibilities with email with social media. And some of you as can say, oh, I like this email thing and specialize as an email copywriter or an email marketer and help businesses go into email marketing and get more sales with email marketing. Or it could be copywriting, right? Copywriting. So you can learn this copywriting and say, oh, wow, I like copywriting and let me and like I understand this copywriting and I think I want to specialize in that niche. So at the long run, specialty is very, very important because you must have like a major that you know that okay, now this one you can do really, really well, right? And you can do on your own. So jack of all trade is master of one, not master of it's master of one. So master one and then be good in the rest. That's okay. No, nobody can like you understand this thing, or even if they wake you up in the night, right? You understand it, right? So someone is asking, what is copywriting really about? You've not been in our classes, Glory, because we've explained copywriting is just the act of writing words, of writing text in a way that makes people take a particular action, right? So when you write something with the intent of making someone take a particular action, which most times is to purchase a product, that's just simply copywriting. So that's also good. So SEO is also one part to you could specialize in. So all right. So we'll look at copies too also in this class, and maybe understand some um, importance of copywriting. Okay, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Okay, so Campaigns, email marketing, email campaigns. So what are campaigns, right? So campaigns are simply, it's a coordinated set of individual email messages that are sent out over a specific period of time with a particular goal in mind, right? So I'm going to try to explain this very well so you guys should listen. So when they say a marketing campaign, right, two things are important. The question that you should ask is, what is the goal of the campaign? What is the objective of the campaign? And what is the purpose of the campaign? Right. So campaigns are usually with a goal. So if I say I want to start a campaign now, what you should ask me is that, what is the goal of the campaign? What are you trying to achieve with the campaign? So I could say, okay, this campaign is to launch this particular product, or this campaign is to relaunch this particular product. So it's just a coordinated sum of activity that is run over a specific period of time with one particular goal, right? So it can be a promotional campaign. So when somebody says a promotional campaign, it means that we want to launch a product, we want to promote a product, right? Over this particular period of time, and these are the emails that was this is what you are selling, and this is the goal of everything. So two words are very, very important: goal in mind, and then the specific period. So it can be a 3 months campaign, it can be a 6 months campaign. So when somebody is saying campaign, it's just like this presidential campaign, right? So when somebody wants to win an election, he runs a campaign, right? And then the campaign, what is he doing? He's going around places. The goal is that he gets elected. The goal is that he convinces people to get elected. And there are a lot of activities that goes on in that campaign. He has to go to states, go and visit authorities, visit kings, get people's approval, go to TV stations, be visible there, go to other countries, talk to their leaders and things like that. So that's the same concept of campaign in the political world. Is the same concept of It's almost the same concept of campaign when it comes to marketing. So when we want to run a campaign, there's a particular goal in mind, and then we have different set of coordinated activities to achieve that campaign. So I could say that I want to run a campaign. My goal is to sell a product, maybe a new product that I'm launching. Then I have a set price, and the campaign is going to run for 3 months. And then when we bring, okay, can we create a lead magnet for this campaign? So we'll create a lead magnet for this campaign, create a welcome sequence for this campaign, create a promotional sequence for this campaign, create a post-purchase email for this campaign, for that same campaign, right? So that all of those activities, all of those things that come together is to sell to achieve a goal at a particular time, right? Over a particular period of time is what we call campaign. And there are so many. There are three things that you need that needs to be defined before you set up an email campaign. There are three things that needs to be defined before you set up an email campaign. Number one is the objective and the goal. Number two is the target audience, and number three is the copy. So what kind of copy are we sending, right? So what kind of message are we sending? So you can replace this copy with message. So what kind of message are we sending? Another thing I think that needs to be here is also the time frame of the campaign, which is important. So campaign can span from you can run a 2 weeks per campaign, you can run a 1 week campaign. So what I used to do is with my clients is that every week we run different campaigns. So like week one, the first week of the month, we run educational campaigns. So we just send educational emails, send resources in week one. Week two, we all share information, talking about pain points, talking about desires, like nurture emails. So we are sending nurture campaigns, like we're sending nurture emails. And then week three, we start sending webinar emails, inviting people to the webinar. And then week four, we start promoting heavily, right? What we are selling. So that's just an example of campaign. So every month we run a campaign. We are always running a campaign, right? And then every month we are measuring the metrics. So this is what we made. This is what we made this week. This is how the campaign for this month did. This is what we made this month. These are the leads that got in this month and things like that. So that's just basically it. So there are different types of campaign. There's newsletter campaign, promotional emails campaign, welcome emails. like all of those things that I mentioned at the beginning of this class, they can all be tied to a campaign. All right, so that is very, very important to note. So now we'll talk about email copywriting and formulas and acts. Right. So this is where you really want to pay attention to, because when we talk about copywriting, it's just one key important thing, because everything that you do online, it ties back to actually writing or actually creating something, actually crafting words. Right. So it's very, very important that you pay attention, right? So, but before I teach you these things, so the formulas and acts that I'm going to go through, they are not fast rules. They are not hard fast rules. They are not like, I will not teach you a formula now and be like, oh, like I must follow this formula in my anytime I'm writing. No, what you need to do is to understand them, is understand the principle. When it comes to copywriting, when it comes to doing anything online, your number one priority is attention. Number one priority is getting people's attention. So whatever gets people's attention is what starts first in your campaign, is what starts first in your email. So your number one priority is getting people's attention. Then number two is retaining that attention. Then number three is making that attention to convert to sales. Those are your three major objectives when you are doing anything online. Right? I'm going to say it again because this is very, very important. And a lot of you doing marketing, you don't understand this, and that's why you're not selling enough. Number one is attention. Number one is to get attention, right? Every platform, the goal of every platform is to ensure that people stay longer on that platform, and that's why they reward you when you make people stay longer on that platform, right? So if you've gotten so good at content that people come to your page and they spend 3 hours on your page, that the algorithm rewards you, the algorithm thanks you for bringing that attention to their page. Then number two is retaining that attention. So you want people to stay as long as possible, right? So when somebody is scrolling and you grab their attention, they stop, right? It takes another kind of level of marketing to actually get them to go to your link in bio and then start chewing some of your content, or like reading through all of your content. All right, so that's very, very important. Then also converting to sales, because converting also to sales is the most paramount, because if you are doing everything and nothing leads to sales, then like why are you doing it in the first place? So sales is always the end goal, right? And then copywriting will teach you this. Copywriting will teach you this to teach you the basics, teach you the human psychologist. Like for example, I think I mentioned it that you guys should can read the reasons why people buy, right? There are reasons why people buy. Study that. Like you can if build a sales campaign just on one reason why people buy, right? So study that, practice copywriting, understand it that attention is very, very important. Retaining it is also important. Then converting to sales is very, very important. So email copywriting, email copywriting and marketing formulas and acts, right? And again, you might not be a copywriter. This copywriting might not be your fancy, but you should enjoy this, because if you're an SEO marketer, you want to run ads, you must know the copy that converts. Everything that is in digital marketing all ties down back to this copywriting. Even if you want to be a designer, the words on your designer, the words on your designs are more important than the design itself, right? So you can design something spectacular. If it's out of context, right, it does not matter. Like nobody's buying, right? So it's very, very important. So there are lots of formulas and acts for writing effective email copy, but we are going to consider only 5 formulas. So number one is AIDA. Number two is PASS. This PASS is my best, is is the best for me, right? It's what I use every time, right? So Number 3 is Fab. Not the Fab biscuit though. Number 4 is before and after break. Right. I think I skipped one, so I think we'll see it later. So live demonstration of these 5 formulas, right? Okay, here now the fourth one is um, the 4 C's: clear, concise, compelling, and credible. All right. So we are going to demonstrate these formulas with like a product, and I call the product Nature Bitters. So Nature Bitters is for, we will learn about Nature Bitters as well, looking at this some of these formulas. So ADA, right? So if you want to write it ADA means attention, interest, and desire and action. Again, these are just frameworks. So when you are writing, you need to think about, okay, what can I say that will pull the attention of my target audience? And again, before you even start all this copywriting thing, or before you even say you want to even put any word on, before you say you want to put any word on a paper, or you want to write on anything, you must first understand who your audience is. Like first understand who your audience is. Uh, because another we treated customer avatar, right? So that's why we treated customer avatar, because you must understand your avatar, understand who they are, what they want, what they are looking for. So that's why you can even sit down and come up with, okay, what will grab their attention? Ask yourself what will grab their attention, right? So attention, what will grab their attention? Think about that. What will grab their attention? And then interest. What are they interested in? Like what is their interest? Like um what's what does my target audience like? Right? What do they like? Then desire. What do they deeply desire? Like what they sleep at night? When they sleep at night, what are they thinking about? That is like they are daydreaming about, and they are dreaming about it really well, and they want it more than anything, right? You need to also understand that. Then action. What is not the next step, right? What is not the next step? So that's just what ADA is, right? So attention. Let's say, okay, now I remember what nature bitters what nature bitters does. Give me a minute. All right, so welcome back. So nature bitters is it's a like supplement drug for people who want to lose weight, right? So let's just take it like that. We'll understand more about it as we go on. So attention. So for our attention now, maybe we want to ask a question, right? To grab your attention. So do you struggle to lose weight do you struggle to lose weight no matter how hard you try? So for example, for somebody that wants to lose weight now, they are they want to really lose weight. Maybe they are really obese and everything, and then people are giving side comments. People are looking at them with one eyes, right? So when you ask this question, do you struggle to lose weight no matter how hard you try? That's a question headline, right? And that's like an attention grabbing headline. So you just need to think of what grabs my audience attention, right? What grabs my attention, and then you can coin it in form of a question. Can coin it in form of a question. The interest would be like, if so, you're not alone. Many people find it difficult to shed unwanted pounds, but nature bitters can help. So we are just saying something that I'm interested in, right? And part of the interest can be testimonials, right? Make it interesting. And then the desire. So with its all natural formula, nature bitters helps your body burn fat and boosts your metabolism, giving you the energy and confidence you need to look and feel your best, right? That's desire, right? What they really want, right? They want to burn their fat, they want to boost their metabolism, um, and they want energy, they want confidence, right? And then action. Tell them to take an action, and so don't wait any longer to start your weight loss journey. Click the link below to order your supplements of nature bitters today. Now, this is just an example. This is not a well structured copy, and I don't expect any of you to give me this kind of copy when I say you should write copy, right? Because like I explained, the difference between an average copywriter that ChatGPT can write more than, and an above copywriter is just the thin line, is just the tone and the personality that you add into your copy, right? This is something that ChatGPT can give me or gave me, but I'm using this as an example so you understand the concept, you understand the basic concept of copywriting. That this is what it is. Now, number one, attention. You want to grab people's attention. Number two, you want to pull their interest. Number three, you want to say what they desire, and then we want to tell them to take a particular action. So I'm just going to stop here for now, and we'll go on the break so you can go for your attendance. And when we come back, we'll continue with the other four. We'll continue with the other four formulas, and we'll call it a night. All right, bye everyone. Okay, welcome back. Um, okay, welcome back. Um, so let's go to the second formula, which is, oh, okay, we've not treated pass. So pass means problem, or it could be pain, right? Why I love this formula is because it comes from the angle of pain, people's pain points. People are more moved by pain than they are moved by pleasure, right? People are more moved by pain than they are moved by pleasure. Let me see how I can explain that to you. It is like, how do I explain this to you that to make sense? Let me gather my thoughts together. So it's easier for someone to be looking for how to come out of pain than it is easy for someone to be looking for more pleasure. For example, let's say a poor man right now, like a poor man is eager to more eager to make money than, let's say, a rich man eager to make more wealth. Right? So they are both actively looking for something, but someone is looking for more pleasure, somebody is looking to get out of pain. Again, another um another another this thing would be somebody who is sick. Somebody is here to sell drugs to that person than to sell somebody drugs to somebody who is not sick, but you're just selling it to him so that when he becomes sick, right? So in essence, pain um, drives a particular message to people when you start and state their pain, right? So which is why you must understand the pain points of your audience. Like what is their pain, right? What are they passing through? What are they struggling with that they don't tell anybody, right? And then when you infuse it in your content, you are like as if you are reading their mind. So that's why it's very interesting. And the agitate part of it is just putting more salt on the wound, explaining it more, trying to tell a story with that pain, and then providing a solution, like stating they are the solution. For example, I wrote an ad. I wrote an ad today. Let me see if I can show you guys. I'll just read it to you guys. I wrote an ad. So the headline of the ad started with, okay, sorry. So it said, are you tired of giving value and still not getting clients? Are you tired of giving value and still not getting clients? So this speaks to somebody's particular pain that somebody's giving out content. They are posting out content, trying to be consistent to content, really really get the hang of their content, right? But they are not getting clients, right? So I now agitated it by saying you don't need more clients, you don't need to go viral, you just need a system that actually sells. So it's just using this concept, right? So problem is the problem. So we're stating a problem. So an example will be here will be losing weight can be a frustrating and discouraging process, especially when you have tried everything and nothing seems to work, right? So that's it. You're talking about the problem, speaking about the problem, talking to a pain point. And then agitating is something like, but what if I told you that there was a simple solution to your weight loss struggle, a solution that could help you finally achieve the body you've always wanted. And I give a solution. I say nature bitters is that solution. It's powerful formula targets stubborn fat and boosts your metabolism, making weight loss easier and more effective than ever before. Say goodbye to fad diets, ineffective weight loss products, and hello to a body your dream to the body of your dreams. Click the link below. So that's just how it works. So you stating a problem, agitating it, pouring more salt to the wound, and then giving a solution. Then FAB, not the biscuits, please. FAB is features, advantages, and benefits. So you start by stating the feature of something. Right? So, for example, this is an example. Nature Bitters is made with all nutrient ingredients, including a proprietary blend of herbs and spices that work together to promote weight loss. So this is just a feature, right? Then we'll go deeper and say an advantage. By taking nature bitters, you can enjoy a range of benefits, including increased metabolism, improved digestion, and decreased appetite. And then the benefits, right? So the benefit of all of this is that, but the real benefit of nature bitters is its ability to help you achieve your weight loss goals with consistent use. You can shed unwanted pounds, boost your energy levels, and feel more confident and healthy than ever before, right? So that's just an example. And there's another one called the before and after bridge. Just you practically stating their before and then stating their after when they take your product. So your product is the connection to this before and after bridge. Stating somebody's before. So before, this is what you're doing. So before, you're posting every day, not getting clients, sending the cold DMs, begging people to pay for your services, chasing clients, but no results. Now, when you take these products, you'll be able to attract clients on repeat, build a build a steady wait list of people ready to buy from you and things like that. So the before is, are you tired of feeling self-conscious about your weight? Do you avoid certain social situations because you're unhappy with your appearance? Now again, this just speaks to a problem. You see that most of these formulas, like this, what you're reading now, it sounds like past also, right? But it's just understanding the basics that is very important. So then after with nature bitters, you don't have to feel that way anymore. Our powerful formula can help you shed unwanted pounds, increase your energy levels, and boost your confidence and esteem. Right then, bridge. Don't let your weight loss hold you back. Don't let your weight loss hold you back anymore. Try Nature Bitters today and start your journey to a healthier and happier you. Right? Then four C's, right? The four C's: clear, concise, compelling, and credible. Clear, concise, and credible. Clear, concise, compelling, and credible. Right. So clear means Nature Bitters is a natural weight loss supplement that can help you achieve your goals. Then concise is our powerful formula is made with all natural ingredients that work together to boost your metabolism, increase your energy levels, and promote weight loss. And then compelling says something like this: by taking nature bitters, you can finally achieve the body you have always wanted and feel more confident and healthy than ever before. The credible is, don't take our word for it. See for yourself the incredible results that Nature Bitters can bring. With thousands of satisfied customers and glowing reviews, Nature Bitters is the real deal when it comes to weight loss supplements. So again, you can go over all of this and read it when you get the slide. But again, let me just to reiterate that formulas are just guidelines and not hard fast rules. So you must be able to tweak them to suit your client's brand, tones, and style. So you can see what we just read so far was kind of bland in a way, but you can always tweak them to fit your client's brand and tone, to fit your style, right? So the core is just to understand these things. Like you don't sit down a blank sheet and be thinking of what to write. There are formulas to guide you, and then you don't just write based on what you feel. You guide yourself with these formulas. Like, does this sound right? Does this grab people's attention? Am I talking about the problem? Am I talking about the pain? Will this capture people's attention? Will this retain them and make them buy? So those things are very, very important. Then also join as many newsletters as possible in your choosing niche and study how marketers communicate in your industry. If an email makes you want to buy, you should certainly study the building blocks of that email. I'm going to show you something, guys. For me, this is how I became good at writing emails, right? This is how I became good at writing emails. I have a junk email. I call it my junk email because I used to sign up to practically anything, right? And this is it right here. So Tobi Owafemi, this is my junk email right there, right? So this is what I would advise any of you to do if you really want to get good at you want to really get good at email copywriting and email marketing, right? And you want to understand, like, because things are changing, like people are changing strategies and things like that. So this is my junk email, and what I have done here with this junk email is to sign up to as many emails as possible, right? So I have so many emails, people with emails that I've signed up to here, and I get emails every day with new strategies, new people, new strategies. Like you can see here, you see 50,000 plus. I have 50,000 plus emails just in this particular email list. I have 50,000 plus messages that are sent. My inbox, you can see how full my inbox is, right? And this is what I do. I go to this email list from time to time. If I'm planning a campaign, if I want to run a campaign, I go to the email list and I check I check emails that have been written by like really amazing copywriters, and I pick those emails up and retweak it. Nobody nobody is an island. Like you cannot sit down and say just plan an email campaign with from your head. Go and look at what people have done. When anytime I want to start a campaign or I want to sell something, I first gotta look for if has somebody sold this thing before. If somebody have sold it before, that means it's successful. What did they do to sell it? Right? What did they do to sell it? And then I go and copy that. Literally, I just change my own words and use my own brand color. I change the structure sometimes, change what is necessary, what does not, because not everything suits, not everything is right for me, right? So I look for what is right for me, apply it there, and I just replicate. So guys, this thing, marketing is easy that way, right? And nobody will penalize you for modeling another person. So get a junk email. You can sign up on open a new a new email account. That email account, use it to sign up for anything and anything online. Like maybe you see an ad that somebody's running an ad, a free promotion or anything. Sign up with that email. You go to YouTube, somebody's telling you join my newsletter. Join that person's newsletter with that email, right? And just keep studying, right? Okay, so 5 hacks for an effective email copy. Number one is good formatting. So good formatting. So use correct font size, correct grammar, spelling, bullet points, and use active voice. So one thing I have not really mentioned, and I've not really emphasized in this class was writing in the language that your audience understands, right? Writing writing in a seventh grade level with seventh grade level English efficiency. Right, so a lot of people write like big grammar and then people don't understand. If a 7-year old cannot sit down with your email and read it and understand, you have not done your job, right? Because every on average, we humans we have like a seventh grade level brain capacity on average, right? So it's important for you to write in that frequency, right? Write simply, like your writing must be simple, and use active voice instead of "I have done it before." I am doing it, right? Instead of what my client said about me, or what my clients say about me. Say what my clients are saying about me, right? So that's you writing in an active voice, like it's happening. Don't write in past tense, or yeah, don't write in past tense. So what my clients say about me, what people say about me, say what people are saying about me, what they are correct, like what they are saying about me. It's active. So write in an active voice, don't write in a passive voice. And then number two, please give me a moment so to be sure. We still have okay. All right. So number two is that use the power use use of power words. So use power words. There are things that we call power words in copywriting. And power words are basically words that evokes an emotion. So words that invoke an emotion, when you say free, when you say now, when you say urgent, when you say guaranteed, when you say exclusive, discover, reviewed, proven, they are typically words that evoke an emotion. They make you stop. Most times when you see free, for example, Nigerians, when you see free, you will stop. There's no If you see something that is free, you will stop, right? So these are practical words that evoke emotion. So now, urgent, guaranteed. And when somebody tell you it's guaranteed that you make times two of your money in 2 weeks, you are really interested, even if it seems calm, right? So personalize with first name. I think we have touched on this so many times. Personalize with first name. Then writing your CTAs. Right? So there are different ways to write call to actions, right? There are different ways to write call to actions. And why I'm looking into this is because it's important to write your call to actions well. Your call to actions are as important as your headline, right? So and there are so many frameworks to write your call to action. There's the if then closing, there's urgency based closing, there is benefit based closing, there's direct closing. Right, so let's just go through some examples of those closing. So if then it's like something like an example of the if then closing is like if you are ready to supercharge your productivity, then click here to get started. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this before, but you have not seen it this way. That this is actually how people write, right? So if you are ready to supercharge your productivity, then click here to get started. Another example is if you want to unlock exclusive access, then join our VIP community now, right? Another example, so for urgency based closing, Urgency and scarcity. What is the difference between urgency and scarcity or scarcity? Anyone? Difference between urgency and scarcity, because they don't mean the same thing. So I'll just quickly tell you. Urgency is time based. Scarcity is like it's like capacity based. So when you say urgency, I like saying it will end by 12 p.m. night, 12 p.m. noon. We'll close the program 12 p.m. noon. And then scarcity base is like saying only five items left, right? So that's the difference. So an urgency closing can be something like limited time offer, act now and save 50% off, right? Another urgency closing can be don't miss out on this once in a lifetime opportunity, buy now, right? And then another urgency formula can another urgency um, example of urgency closing can be online, only 24 hours left to secure your spot, register now. Okay. And then there's benefits based closing, right? So when you just talk about the benefits and tell them to join and tell them to sign up or register or purchase. So an example is discover the secrets to financial freedom. Start your journey now, right? Another example is experience the joy of radiant skin. Shop our skincare collection today. Another example is transform your home into a sanctuary of relaxation. Explore our latest products. So that's all on the 5 acts for an effective email copy, right? So with this, we are at the end of today's class. Let me get questions now. Let me go through questions. If you have questions, please ask them. I'll just be answering questions now. And then in our next class, we'll talk about the do's and don'ts of email copywriting. Questions, guys. Questions. Questions. Okay. Somebody's asking, please, assuming you get an offer as a digital marketer who is just receiving training as us, should you turn down the offer or what should you do? Please don't turn down the offer. That's a perfect opportunity for you to learn. Even if it's 20,000 naira they are going to pay you, or even if it's 10,000 naira, that's a perfect opportunity for you to learn. You will learn more when you are on the field. Right? It's harder to learn when you're not on the field and you're just practicing on your own. But when you're on the field and you're constantly being under pressure, you are there's an expectation from you. There's somebody you're reporting to, and you'll be very fortunate if the person you're now working under is also a digital marketer and understands that, because the person will be able to put you through and things like that. But even if you still have to figure it out, and it's very important, right? So one of the things that I would advise most of you to go and do to get your first job as a digital marketer is actually to go and offer free services to people. So you look for at least 10 people online, and then within your friend list, right, and just message them and tell them that you've just finished learning digital marketing. That's for people that don't have a business, right? I know some people are here because they have a business and they want to use it for their business. But if you don't have a business, you can go to like five of your friends that have a business, they are running a business, and tell them, oh, you just learned digital marketing and you like to help them. Then go and offer your expertise, like be on the field, right? Be on the field. What is the best way to grow your email? Open a newsletter. Someone is asking, besides asking, please, what is the best way to grow your email contacts as a beginner? Just start by, you can open a newsletter. First, you must understand the purpose. Like, why are you building an email list, right? If you want to build a community, let's say, what is the community for? What is the purpose of the community? What is the goal of the community? What is the outcome? What is the outcome? What do you want them to achieve? People that you join, like people that join, what are you offering them? What value are you offering them? And then once you understand that, you can now start building your list. You can use Substack. You can use all these email marketing platforms that are free. Create an opt-in page. If it's to join my newsletter, this is what you gain when you join my newsletter and everything. Then create an opt-in page. Post it on any way that you can post it as far as possible. Tell your friends to help you to post it. Tell people to join your newsletter. You started as a beginner. That's just it. If you're a pro, you can run ads. Collins, I don't understand what you mean. That is there any disadvantage of using free in email marketing? There is no disadvantage of using free in email marketing, but essentially, my own opinion is that when you are offering free a lot, you tend to want to attract people who are after your freebies. Like, tend to attract people who are after freebies. They just want free things and they are not ready to pay. So free attracts people, right? Free attracts people. If you say you're doing a free webinar, you definitely see people will join your webinar because it's free, right? But when they sign up for your webinar, it's very, very easy to forget when they did not pay for the webinar, right? So it's very, very, it's good to use free sometimes. Just know when to use free and how to use free. And then can contacts or emails like this be transferred to another? Yes, definitely can be transferred to other EMS if you want. So maybe you can start, for some of you can just start building your email list with even Google Forms. Just create a Google form, tell people to fill the Google form. They should drop their email and their name. And then when you have maybe money to for an EMS, you can now transfer those, you can just import them. Which is more effective, email marketing or social media marketing? It's like you're asking me what is more effective between my mouth and my nose. Everything works together. They work together. You can make them work together, right? So, but email marketing is one of the oldest form of marketing. Before social media came, right? Email marketing that existed, right? How I do it for my clients is that when I'm creating a funnel, and I think I've explained this, there's the top of funnel and then there's the middle of the funnel, right? And then the top of funnel for us, for me and my clients, most times is always social media. So that's where we get people from, right? So we run ads on social media to get new people, cold audience to see what we are doing, and then from there we take people who are serious into our emailing list, and then in our emailing list we can now nurture them till they make a purchase. Right? So social media is always top of the funnel because you can run ads, right? I don't like running. I've not run email ads before. Because I don't really buy it, but we can run social media ads, get content out there, get people to sign up to our email list, and then we'll nurture them from there and then sell to them. So social media is always top of funnel for most people um, when it comes to marketing.
No battery, please charge.
In my, I don't think you can create for a webmail, you must have a domain, right? For a webmail, you must have a domain. So and to have a domain, you must buy a domain. This is what is the difference between email copywriter and social media copywriter. Email copywriter writes for emails. Social media copywriter writes for social media. Is email marketing advisable for B2B since email marketing is more personalized? Email marketing is very, very advisable for B2B, right? Most people that read their emails are business people, right? So it's even B2C sometimes. For some of my clients, I don't use emails for them. I prefer to use either WhatsApp or Messenger ads, right? Because maybe the target audience we are talking to, they are always like B2C and they don't probably use emails. Like for example, I worked on a project last year for truck drivers, and an average truck driver will not be reading his email in the morning, but a business owner, a CEO, will probably be checking his emails because they're expecting something there. Right. So yes, is email copywriting meant for every type of business? It's a must have, right? So I will not say it's like for me, it's a must have. Even with the clients that I told you that we do WhatsApp and Messenger ads for, we still get people's emails. We just get it, like we just have them, right? In case anything happens. Because the reason is for safety. Whatever you're doing online, like it's very, especially with social media, because a lot of people are moving to social media, but what they don't understand is that social media is volatile, and I've explained this a lot of times. Social media is volatile, and if anything happens to your followers list, what then? Like what's next? For example, let's say you are building your social media and then you built your social media to 50,000 followers, and then Mark decides that he does not like your face, and then he shuts down your social media. So how what's next for you? Like, do you have any backup? Right. So most times email serves as backup. So try even if you are not getting everybody's emails, for your customers, try to get their email, right? Try to get their emails, get their phone numbers. There must be a secondary way to contact people, right? So if you like, if let's say you're doing WhatsApp now, right? So get their emails just for a secondary way to contact them. Very, very important. And it's not easy to lose an email address. It's easy to lose a phone number. Someone said I give. It's actually four I give. It's four acts. Sorry, it's five I wrote there. As a beginner that you don't have like money to spend, you try look for the cheapest means to do your email marketing. Look for the cheapest means to do it. There are free email marketing platforms, so look for the cheapest means. I explained ALB testing yesterday. ALB testing is just testing different things and see if they work. For example, let's say you are running an ad, right? You can you can do ALB testing by one of the ad you put one headline there, and then the second ad you put a different headline, but it's same body, right? Same body copy, right? And then you let the ad run and then see which headline is better, and then you pick one from them. It's just running multiple creatives, running multiple things to see which one works, right? So just you testing basically. Someone is asking, how can you create lead magnets? I explained this already. All right. Yes, if you are using bulk SMS, it's still effective. Just that, yeah, bulk SMS is effective. Like very, very effective. SMS marketing is one area that a lot of people miss out on. or SMS marketing also is good. Guys, there's entry level job for everything that you're looking for. There's entry level job for everything. There are people who are like one man business that are ready to pay 8,000 or 150K for a social media manager. Just take the workload of them, right? So thank you guys for joining this class. I think that I can close now. I hope you guys got value. If you got value, just drop value in the chat box. Let me see value in the chat box. Let me see how many people got value in the chat box. From my experience, I've gotten more results from emails than social media. Like, but everything works together. Like everything, you must know your top of the funnel. You must know your middle of funnel. You must know your you just understand your funnel and all of these questions to be sorted. Okay, guys, thank you for joining. See you in our next class on Saturday. Bye, everyone.